Morning is Tuesday, July 23rd. We are doing the week ahead every day now. And we have our guest host here, Andrew Wong. And,
good to see you, Vincent.
We will see what happened in the political world in Hong Kong today and also the next few days. So, Tuesday.
Okay, the one that's really interesting for me today is LegCo, still in session. Even though the council meetings are done, committee carries on. There's going to be a meeting of the panel on administration of justice and legal services. All right.
This is the panel that was usually people find it very boring, but they have discussed very important issues that affect a lot of our lives.
Can be very important, and sometimes it really goes to the fundamental thinking of how Hong Kong is run.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of our previous issues of Harbour Times, we had our legislator of the week was Ronnie Tong, and he was talking about the fact that sometimes, even if you don't like the decision, you have to respect the system.
Yes.
He makes the difference between social justice, which is what happens out in the street, and legislative justice, and saying this one, legislative justice, is really important.
You have to protect the system, even though sometimes the outcomes may not be the ideal outcomes.
Yeah,
and if you find the outcomes is not ideal, then you know it's time to review the system or amend the system.
Exactly,
sometime.
and that's what they're going to be talking about this afternoon, is how do people, if they have a complaint about the way the judicial system works, how do they address that?
And why did they talk about this, or why did they think that today they have to talk about this? How does it arise?
Well, the pointy end of this wedge is Long Hair has concerns because he wanted to launch a complaint. He wanted to launch a case against Jasper Tsang for cutting off the filibuster, and the courts did not allow that to proceed to a case, and he's not happy about it, and so this issue has come up.
All right. So, how would you envisage this discussion is going to be?
Well, it's going to be more a forum for grievance of complaint. I think Long Hair is going to get up. He's going to make some comments, and depending on how he performs there, he could provide something very substantial that could make the evening news and raise some serious questions about our judiciary and how people complain about it, you know, if they have legitimate complaints. Or he might just get up there and go on, and it'll be just another, whinging session. So we got to wait and see.
Yeah, but do you think this will be a productive panel meeting? Or is it basically a complaint vending meeting?
Well, yeah, sometimes when when LegCo has deputations, I call them complaintutations. Because people they just come in and whinge. But it's going to be up to him, really, what the quality is, because that's going to be his platform. But I think, last time in LegCo, there was this exchange where he got up and said, I don't like the outcome. And Ronnie Tong got up in counterpoint to that. And it was, this was unscripted. They didn't expect to have this discussion, and said, you got to respect the system. But there has to be a mechanism for complaint if there is a real problem with the system. So I think it's going to really depend on what the legislators bring to the table today. Are they going to bring something substantial? This time they're prepared. We could get a substantial discussion. I don't know if it'll be hot, daily leading the news type stuff, but I think it'll be interesting for those interested in the fundamentals of how Hong Kong works.
Yep. I think
so there it is.
Yeah, if I may, I think the key word for today is system. I think system is the fundamental of our rights. System is the fundamental of why Hong Kong succeed. I mean, this is the key. I think that's the key word for today. Even though sometimes the system may not work in your favor, but collectively we can protect the system by respecting the system. And if the outcomes are not beneficial to everyone, then we should also follow the system and ask our legislators to mend the system.
Absolutely. Rule of law is not just a good slogan for Invest Hong Kong to put in their ads at the Rugby Sevens.
It's a good slogan, though.
It is a good slogan to put in. It is a good slogan to put in. It is a good slogan to put in, but it's also really fundamental to what makes Hong Kong work. And so, hopefully people will be interested in this as well as the flashier day-to-day issues.
Well, see you tomorrow.
All right. You bet.